Hey guys, I'm Ryan Lucia. I'm the owner of Air and Overhead Doors and Such Media here in Buford, Georgia. And we are doing a show called Committed to Culture, which is what you're watching now. And I just wanted to let you guys know that what you're gonna get out of this is behind the scenes of us trying to make the best place to work. That's one of my biggest goals in life, is to have a best place to work. We called it Committed to Culture because we do believe that there's a certain level of commitment that goes into a culture like what we're trying to create. And we hope that you follow along. You're gonna see the good, you're gonna see the bad. We hope you enjoy it. Before we get into the show, check out this message from our sponsor.
Hey guys, Ryan here with Such Media. I just wanted to say we have a sponsor for Committed to Culture show that we're doing with Air and Overhead Doors. Troy from Genie. First of all, thank you for your sponsorship. It's awesome. Oh my God. Photobomb. All right, Troy's here to just tell us a little bit about what's going on with Genie, how the conference is going, and any new things you guys have rolled out. I think you came out with a new opener.
Yeah, well, we have our wall mount that's been out. We're showing a light duty jack shaft this year for commercial purposes. We have a universal wireless wall console, which handles up to 3 doors. It's universal to other manufacturers. It's been a great show for us. A lot of people coming in, and it's been fantastically attended. I think everyone just wanted to get out of the house and get in. So.
Missing last year and having a virtual door dealer conference, by the way, was tough, right, for a lot of people, because I think our industry is so social and they love that interaction. So it was really good to bring everybody together for the show. So the light duty side mount for commercial, which is great. We've been using your residential operator on our dock doors at work, and it's working great. So we've been very pleased with that. Troy, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Great booth, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
See you guys.
So, like we got caught off guard just like everybody, right? Michigan got shut down March 2020, middle of March. I had an office manager quit, my residential sales guy quit. We figured at that point we're just going to be going out of business, and it just doesn't matter how slowly we go out of business because we were sitting on a nest egg of cash, and then I started doing the calculations of like, hey, if we don't have anybody buying, like how long can we last?
So for you, what you did to help mitigate was bring in a bunch of inventory.
We brought in more inventory.
Okay.
We brought in more inventory, and we had to do temp doors for guys too. Did anybody else have to start doing temp doors? And every time this happens, you have to invent a new way to manage that procedure because that's not something we've ever had to administer before. I mean, the other day I'm in the office, I'm like, hey, another temp door? Like, how many temp doors we got? Right. And then everybody does one of these things, like, don't look at the teacher. I'm like, God, man, like, we gotta count these things, guys. Like, where are they?
Like in 2000, we had already made the decision prior to COVID to start shifting our focus to a higher end clientele for marketing purposes because we felt like our competitors were underselling everything, didn't appreciate it. I had one competitor would literally sell his doors at cost if they found out we were involved. When I started my first month, I was talking to Amar, I was at the Amar distribution center, and the manager there told me that it's an estimated 600 dealers with like majority of them being 1 to 2 man show. And what was interesting was what I found out quickly is that those people all work for all the companies, even some of the big ones, and they just take the highest bidder. So I found out the rough way is that it became a bidding war, and if they were able to get a higher price the morning of the install, they would call you up and be like, hey, I'm doing this other install. Sorry, I can't help you today. And here you are, like last minute, you're like scrambling around trying to find a guy, and your price is fluctuating on your cost of install because all these guys love being contractors because they're getting the write-offs, they're setting their own price point, and they can go do whatever door they want to do. If they want a light day and you got a heavy day, they're bouncing. If you're not paying enough and someone else is, they're bouncing. So it was really, really tough to get started, but that made it super competitive. We decided to shift to employees. We lost our best contractor, who was really good, but at the same time, I had to do something. So we went W-2, we were one of the few companies in Atlanta that did W-2 employees in the garage door industry. And so you add that with the idea of, hey, listen, how do we separate ourselves? What makes us different? And this is a question that I ask a lot of door companies when I'm talking to them. It's one of our questions for onboarding with such and such. What's your differentiating factor? Most dealers will say stuff like customer service. No, it's not. It's not. Like most people will say, I'm the only one here that sells Martin or, Hawes. No, it's not. Like they all make virtually the same doors, right? For the most part. But what really sets you apart? So we decided that there was nothing really that set us apart from everybody else. And it was like heartbreaking for me because I take a lot of pride and have a really high standard in what we do. I mean, yeah, we had certified service professionals, whatnot, all that, but that really didn't set us apart. So what we did was we said, you know what, let's focus on high-end garage doors and high-end clientele. So after doing some research, I found out that things like glass garage door weren't optimized on my competitors' websites. And there's a high search volume for that. So we started doing SEO on the website for glass garage doors. Quickly found out that there's a huge demand for it. The volume was there, everything. We even got so many leads that people were calling us from all over the country, and we worked with Rainer to drop ship glass doors all over the country because my SEO was picking up because none of y'all were doing SEO on glass garage doors.
So go home, your own computer, your own spot, Google black garage doors, and then go run through like an image search. So sometimes when I'm looking for something, you're gonna see
I own it.
This stuff pops up even in Kansas, Michigan.
In SEO research, my first year, I saw black garage door had a ton of searches, and so I started optimizing my website for black garage doors. If you guys go to like Google Trends and Google Keyword Planner and all these things, you can look at volume and do research and try to find niche keywords. But people call me from all over the country looking for black garage doors because they don't think y'all offer them. We went from an average door sale of around $2,200 to now we roughly run about $8,000 to $9,000 per job. We got into hiring people that had like fashion sense, and we call them door designers. We got like a mobile showroom, we got a legit showroom, and we really go out and tell the customer what we think would look best on their home instead of like, when COVID happened, I was ready, and so I pounced. I dropped hundreds of thousands of dollars in 2020 because I'm like, everybody's gonna pull back. This is my chance. And we've doubled revenue. So my revenue last month over the year before was 96% over 2021 because we invested so much into it, and now we're riding that wave. And I just was like, look, we're not going to anybody's house for less than $2,000-3,000 now. Just period. This is not worth it. That's too much. What other industry do you know that you're going to do that much work for less than $3,000? There's not one. So I was just like, forget it. No more paying doors. If somebody wants paying doors, just we do sales off of margin. So if you're margin selling off, you got a $1,000 door versus a $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 door, I'm making a lot more money at the end of the day because of the increases. So for me, it's better. Everybody should have an account with every manufacturer. Like the brand loyalty, they want you to believe that that is the thing. And it was probably helpful for some people, but you're also like at a disadvantage when I walk in the door and I'm like, okay, what are you looking for? And I can sell Martin, Rainer, I can sell pretty much everything. We have to expand our thinking and not think so locally, right? Like some people are landlocked, yes, but you can go, like I'm just to be honest with you, CHI cut me out. Like they set me up as a dealer and then they were like, sorry dude, we're out because my local DC was complaining about me buying doors direct. So he just came in and dropped it on me one day. And we sell a ton of CHI, like we love the product. And they're a good company, but I understand he's got a behemoth, one of his biggest clients, complaining about me buying doors from them direct. So I'm found another solution from another state. And we're freaking flying guys up to freaking Ohio and gonna drive them back.
When you order your door and they say, hey, yeah, it's gonna be 6 months to get this door, they start your door in like 5 months and then they say, hey, we need these springs to show up in 3 weeks. And then those springs don't show up and now they've got to find your springs. And we're sitting here thinking, hey, I ordered this 6 months ago, why didn't you ask for my springs 6 months ago? That's just not how they work. And so like you said,
it's the just in time for anybody who sat in on the first discussion yesterday. Is kind of that just in time manufacturing. And so there's what they were talking about in that is there's been kind of a drawback and kind of a shift back to, okay, we need to start to fix this.
This is going to make it better. I think a lot of people who bought inventory was selling off of margin based on the price they bought it for, and that is wrong. So if you bought a door for $1,400, right? 6 months later, you go to sell that door, and the door would cost you to replace it $1,800. You do your numbers off of the $1,800, not the $1,400. Yes, you're gonna make a little extra money, but you can't replace that door now for $1,400. And too many people in my market bought up a bunch of inventory and was selling it for the old pricing, which is fine. That's their prerogative. But I'm just saying that I think that it's important that you pay attention to what the replacement cost is, not just what it cost you to buy it.
You're gonna get more people on your team if they know you have the desire, you have the goals in mind. They will want to be on your team. And I've had 4 people so far that we hired over the last year, two really awesome techs. And I feel like that they hired on because I was expressive to them. This is our vision. This is what my vision for this company is going to look like. That you're not going to be a number. I'm going to pay you. You're going to be rewarded for good work, good hard work. You go get the certifications, you're getting a raise. Period.
Other than like if you become master certified, just give them like a grand. Because I mean, think about it, you walk in somewhere.
It's worth that in marketing.
Yeah, I market the crap out of that.
No.
My AdWord title, certified garage door professionals, my website. I mean, it makes a difference. And you should be able to charge more.
Yeah.
So you'll make it up on the backside. I can sell my company. So if I talk to somebody and I really like them, I'm gonna say, hey, do you got 15, 20 minutes to just let me run? And they're like, go. And I'm like, okay, let me tell you a little bit about myself and where I came from and where we're at and who we are. And if you join the team, what this will look like. And then I just start selling the vision. And by the end of that conversation, people are so jacked up. They're like, when can I come in? And I'm like, tomorrow. And they're like, awesome. If you're a newer company, if you're smaller, the people that you hire from the very beginning, 99% of those people aren't going to be there in 3 to 5 years because you're going to grow. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to implement new things, and they have a sense of like ownership, sometimes in a bad way, and they don't want to evolve, and it's uncomfortable. And so we turned over pretty much our whole staff like within the last 2 or 3 years.
We all need to push for it because you vote with your dollar.
Right.
There's
We gotta change that.
There's
Yeah.
another angle. And it's not just revenue, like the time that it cost you, it's missed revenue where you could have been doing something else.
And what I see is the manufacturers look at us as gimme, 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 and we look at them as you don't want to gimme, 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 gimme. That's what I hear a lot. So I challenge you guys, take your rep out to dinner, take him out for drinks, take her out to drinks, and see if that doesn't change your relationship.
There's no silver bullet here, guys.
Yeah.
There's no silver bullet. Anything you pick is going to take time and thought. Nobody will ever show up to your company and do for your company what the way you can do for it.
And technology right now is at a crossroad where you have blockchain coming in, you have smart contracts. Y'all, if y'all don't know about smart contracts,
We're not going to
Where's your mic switch?
you're about to see the transformation of technology change so much over the next few years. So there might be something that pops up in the next year that's going to be mind-blowing. But the utilization of blockchain and smart contracts is coming to the service industry and construction.
What's up, guys? It's Friday. What time is it? 3:40. We're about to take off, go back home. It was a great trip. We met a lot of the people in the groups and from the podcast, and just super grateful. Everybody was so kind, and putting faces with names was really nice. And I thought the show was really good. So just wanted to shoot a farewell video to end the whole show, and ask Dyiesha what she thinks. She loves being in front of camera.
I thought it was a great time. It was my first time in Vegas, and I absolutely loved it. If I had to pick my favorite, it'd probably be getting to meet some of our existing clients, putting the face to the name that we work with all the time. It was just a great time overall.
Austin's got a Cinnabon. Say what's up.
What's up, y'all?
He's got a Cinnabon. Looks delicious. What'd you think? You enjoyed it?
Oh yeah, I definitely enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
What about you, Tamara?
What about me? I had fun. Vegas is always great. It's always good to see our GDU members, but I'm also really looking forward to getting back home.
She's ready to hang out with her son. Listen, it was such a blast. Again, thank you everybody who came up and introduced themselves. I really appreciate it. It was great. Thanks to all the guys that came out for the gunship and the party, and ladies. So thank you for all the support. Really appreciate it. Safe travels. See you later.